timed out. But how are y'all doing? My name is Carnage. As you see, apparently I lagged for a little bit, and the part that I had already put down is gone. So I have to basically start over, which that's okay because now I can actually do up a deal to where I'm actually able to show y'all from the beginning. Now let me share this real quick so I can actually let people see what I'm doing here. Copy the link, go to Discord. There we go. Alright, so that is shared now. Alright, so we're going to start, like I said, we're going to start by laying 6 triangle foundations in a hexagon-shaped circle. Okay, so after that, you put down the 2 ceilings. It don't matter where you put it at on here. You can be anywhere because you're going to be picking them up anyway, or shooting them, one of the 2. Okay, so now on this one, I will actually take and put a regular ceiling tile, and then switching back to the triangles, I'll just start going around. And like I said, this is actually how you will build a perfectly circle base also. And then pick up these, so that way you can continue on that path to where you make that shape right there. Okay, now we're going to get up on them, and then we will pull out the foundations, the fence foundations, and we'll put one on each area of the centerpiece of these points. We don't want that one, we want that one. So if you see it goes off to the side, then pick it up, because if you don't, it does throw off the whole build. Just continue to go around. This is also how you can make octagon bases and everything else. And now see, after I get all these, what you want to do, after you get all of them, you want to go to the center of each one of them and place another one. These normally snap fairly easy because it just falls in the middle of them. Sometimes it wants to jump out of the way, but most of the time it's fairly easy once you get the initial foundations laid. And there we go. Now what you'll have is a look of that, just like that right there. Okay, so come back down here. Now what you'll do is you'll come down here and you'll pull out your stone foundation, or your stone pillars, and you'll snap one to each end of the fence foundations, like so. You'll just continue to snap them to each end of the fence foundation. just like that. So now you have your perfectly circled area that you'll be going off of. And I think I'm probably going to need to move it out just slightly, but so I may have to do all this again, but we're about to find out. Now you'll pull out your square foundations, your wooden foundations, and what you'll do is you'll catch each snap point from there, and then you'll just continue to go around like that. It can be tricky sometimes, but you just continue. I'm going to have to probably move it here at her. I know how I'm going to do this. You just continue to work your way around. And once again, this will be a perfectly circle build. It's not a hexagon circle or anything like that. It's actually a full-on circle build. Alright, then we'll come back out with another, you'll come on further out with another one. Another roll of making sure you hit each snap point. I don't know how far I'm going to be able to go out here before I have to start using ceiling tiles, but I might be able to get it all the way around. Oh, I am going to be able to get it all the way around. Nice. Alright. Now what we'll do is you can either pick them up like so, but to save time, I'm just going to strictly red gun them. But you want to red gun all the fence foundations and ceiling tiles, and then you want to also red gun the pillars or pick them up, one or two, it don't matter, demo them, whatever you want to do with them. But like I said, just to save time, I'm just strictly red gunning them. Now if you're using a red gun, be careful because yeah, the range on these red guns is kind of fairly big. So, and then now what you'll do is you'll come in here, and we'll put this up that way I don't accidentally hit something else, and you'll just snap pillars, or snap your foundations one more roll in. But you want to make sure that you hit every snap point. And like I said, it's because, well, hi birdie.
Yo.
I'm live streaming me building a teepee. So say hi to the public.
Hello, public.
But as you see, I figured out how to build a perfectly round base. But now what you'll do is you'll take and you'll pull out each one of these foundations, these walls, and you'll just go around in a circle. But you, like I said, you want to make sure that you are catching each snap point, because once again, since it is a circular build, it is actually, will, if any imperfections are there, it will actually show up majorly. And you'll just catch each snap point like that, and as you see, it starts making like column looking type things. And as you see, now you got what looks like a column around with this little juts on it. So that's what you'll be looking to have. Pretty cool design, I think, on the top part. And then what you do, pull out your walls again, and you'll just repeat this process. You're going to be going 4 walls up. Now you can't do this with large walls because they won't crisscross like this, so it has to be done with single walls. Trust me, I've tried. So what are you doing, Birdie?
Oh, trying to not fall asleep.
Yeah, servers had a major crash overnight, apparently.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Jeep
Cause
done a rollback.
Joy.
Yeah, so I had this whole thing built already, and then it rolled back, and so the whole thing was gone. I thought it was dark, and I was like, dark, grrr. He said, I ain't rolled back none, what happened? I was like, man, look, I had the whole teepee built.
Should have been like your bases crash people. That's what happened.
But like I said, y'all want to make sure you hit every snap point, because once you get all these up, it will actually be the outside of it that shows the imperfections. If you've missed anything or anything like that, and then you got to come back in and find where you missed the imperfections at. So you want to make sure to get it while you can, easily. And the best way I always tell is, you see how that has that cross beam where that one don't. Okay, so you want to turn around and you make sure you keep having that cross beam. Okay, it's 3, so we'll go one more high. You want to come over and see my perfectly round base that I'm building?
Gotta load in first.
Ah, I thought you were
I got
already
floating fish.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, first log back in, it had like three cola cats that was, and then one salmon that was just flying in the air. I was like, okay. Alright, and that is all of that. Now, what you'll do now is you'll just come in here, and you want me, I turn around and pull out one of my wooden ceilings. No, not that one, hold on. I'll just use a stone one, it'd be easier. And that is the floor level, so you want to come up 1, like so. Now, seeing how I'm admin, I don't have to have the whole door or anything to get to it, so I wouldn't suggest doing this unless you actually have admin, but it gives for a cool effect up on the top once it's done. So I'm going to make some spark powder. You could put wood in it, but I use spark powder because the spark powder don't burn as fast. Let that go on like it's going. And
Oh
then
my
while that's
goodness.
doing that, I am going to pull out my ramps. Now you want your ramps to snap out here like so. So you'll just do the same thing you've done with the walls. You'll just continue to work your way around each snap point. And I thought about using this process on a castle wall somewhere, like a castle tower or something like that, because it actually kind of does turn into a pretty cool looking, what could be used as a castle top. And as you see, I'm just going around, snapping to each spot. And now we got all that done there. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually going to set this down on the ground level so that it don't stick out at the top of it. So give me just a second to reset all that, because I got an idea that I want to test. Okay, pull back out the fireplace. Set it on the floor, just like so. Access the inventory, and seeing how they hold 3, I'm going to put 3 stacks of 5,000 there, so I ain't got to worry about it for a while. And light the fire. Now, what I'm going to do now is I will take my ramps again, and I'll snap them just to the top of each one of them other ones.
Where you at?
I'm at my base, over on Ray.
Oh, okay.
I think I missed one. Yep, right there. Okay. So you'll continue to just... I figured out what I'm using my middle island for. I'm making it into like a little sweat lodge look. And you'll just continue to walk it around, snapping each piece. Just like that. And you just continue to do it all the way around. I got one more spot that I need to get. Right there. And that should be all of that one. Yes, it is. And now you got your teepee look. And as you see it kind of looks like it's also steaming a little bit. But then you will turn around and come down here with your ramps once more, and you'll just snap them to each spot. Would make for a pretty cool tower look for a castle, wouldn't it, Birdie?
If you're into that kind of shit, yeah.
What you mean?
I don't know. I
I'm
just feel
talking
like
about the way it actually like comes to the point like it does and everything, or not to the point, but like the basket look.
yeah, very Amazon warrior-ish. Just like definitely like if you
Okay,
built
and since
like in
my
like the
bridge,
swamp area, you know what I
yeah,
mean? That'd be
since my
like definitely
bridge
build
is
like
right there, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take one and I'm going to snap it right here, and the other one I'll go ahead and snap right here, and I'll leave that gap because that's going to be our entrance. And then I'll just walk it the rest of the way around. And just walk it around like so, so that way all the pieces connect. Like that.
no, you should have did instead of a fire.
Hmm?
You know what you should have did instead of a fire?
What?
Preserving bin.
Why?
Because the preserving bin puts off more like steam effect without the fire noise. Unless you want the fire noise.
I can't hear the fire noise, but let me.
Oh.
I'll test that out real quick. Let me. Because I'm gonna have fire pits. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Around like certain areas and stuff like that.
That it does look cool though how you did this. Like that's just like what the fuck
A
kind of a
perfectly
like
round
thing.
base.
Yeah, you know, well, all have it all meshes together and it's so clean. That's what's impressive.
Okay, let me pull all the spark powder out. Pick this up. Okay, and you said preserving bin. So for
Yeah.
that, I'm actually going to move up a little bit. I'll put that where it's closer to the top, so it really gets that steam look. Okay, so we'll go right. Not right there. Right. Yeah. If I can get where I need to be. Right there, I'll have to work. Let's try it right there. Okay, we'll put it as far center as I can.
If you look up, I'm center.
Well, I mean, I can't center it, you know what I mean? Because
Ah,
I'm pressed up against the wall.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, put all the spark powder into the preserving bin.
You're going to put it up higher. I don't see anything coming out.
Yeah, see, that was my issue.
Yeah.
So let me try something else here.
I can't see what you're seeing, man. You got the features of the ghost.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna try something else though. Hold on. I need, do me a favor, go up top and tell me if that is running up the center.
Alright, hold on. I flew away. Let me come back. I'm just right here. Okay, I see a chimney, but let me look here. Not quite now. It needs to go towards the door more.
Well, I can't see the door, so just, I'm gonna place
Yeah,
it
I'll
again
just tell
and
you.
kind of. Okay, so you said towards the door. Let's try there.
Babe.
In the center?
Nope. Needs to go, behind you.
Okay, so let's.
Can you see me down below you? Look at me.
I can't see
My
you.
name. You can't see my name?
See your griffin.
Yeah. It needs to go towards my griffin. I'm like literally right next to you. Yeah, you keep putting it on the opposite side. You keep putting it on the opposite side of my griffin.
So it needs to go towards the griffin.
My griffin. Yep.
Like right about there.
Now it needs to go back. You're like so close, but it's just overlapping one way or another. If that makes sense.
Okay.
But that was really close.
So back slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Like right there.
A little more. A little more. A little more. Like literally like 4 inches. If you want it perfect. And I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
We'll get this if we have to put it down fucking 50 times.
I know how I'm gonna do this. I know exactly how to do this. Hang on. Let me try it like...
Jeez, is he thirsty or what? Yeah. 1 second. I gotta get my boy some juice. Toxic.
Oh yeah, I got it. Alright, so. Now as you see, that's perfectly centered. So now I'm going to ghost back in here. And what I'm going to do is... Well, come up one more level because I'm ghosted. And I'll fill this with that, and then I'll come back out. One. And there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take wooden stairs and I will put them right there, all the way around. Oh, I ran out of stairs. So let me craft some more stairs real quick. And there's that. Now what I'll do is actually pull out my rails, put rails on these, and then I'm just going to go around the build putting the rails. The stairs on the outsides here are really just for aesthetic looks. Because if you know anything about Native American culture, the teepee went plumb to the ground. It didn't have really a platform on it, but I am basically doing something a little slightly different, but I'm going to go all the way around, like so. Hopefully I have enough and I ain't got to craft anymore. Nope, I'm going to have to craft a few more. Okay, so let me craft a few more.
Alright, I'm back. Got her
I got
centered.
it.
Nice. Looking good.
And then I will finish putting the rails around. Like that.
Ooh, we're
Now
gonna
I'll
put
come
some
in
tiki
here.
torches out there too, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and put standing torches on the corners right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I gotta
in
go do a
between.
meat run. My troughs are empty, so I'll be back.
Alright. But I'm gonna do tiki torches there, rugs down to make it look like it's hide rugs and stuff like that. And now I'll take a double door frame and I will put it right there. Okay, so what I'm actually looking for is to get that rounded look like that right there. That way it will actually, when I put the door in, it has that rusted look as well. And then when it opens, it comes open like to that. Okay, now, so from there what I'm going to do is I'll pull out my walls, find the right snap point, and you're wanting that snap point to where it kind of looks like it's overlapping. That way it'll actually give it that look of being, okay, you can't go all the way up, but that's okay. We don't necessarily need to go all the way up. That's just enough to be able to basically block it in. And then you will turn around and pull out your triangles with the appropriate side to be in the green, and you'll basically just fill in these spots here. So I need to pull out the opposite one. And what I'll do is I'll put it there and there. Then I'll come back out here, and now what you want to do is you want to pull out your sloped roofs now. So what you're going to do is you'll connect it here and there, and then here and there. So now you actually have to squat to get into the teepee, which is technically how you have to get into a teepee anyway. Just like that. But if you're wanting just a regular teepee, then you can pick up this one here, and you can still just walk in, or you should be able to. Yeah, there you go. Like that. But me, I'm actually wanting that authentic look, so I am going to put the ones there. Snap. There it goes. Okay, now, what I'll do now is I will actually come in here, and I am going to place fireplaces, or fire pits, I should say, here and here. And then I will place them. Okay, so I want to go to the back side of the build, and I'm going to place it here. Go in between the even points here, I'll place it here, and then I'll come over here and do the same thing. Okay, now fill them with spark powder here in a minute. First off, I'm going to do these rugs now, because in an EP, whenever you're sitting on the floor, you actually don't sit on benches. You sit on the floor, normally on a piece of hide or something like that. But I am going to use rugs to be able to do what I am wanting to do here. And so you just basically come around to where you got each piece being lined up like so, and you'll just continue around like that. And technically, no, you cannot sit on the rugs, but it looks good for effect. And you just continue around all the way to this other side. When when you get to this other side. Obviously you may have to kind of work around the fact that you got that wall right there. But then now you have your sitting area for your sweat lodge. And it actually turns out to be a pretty cool design look on the inside also. But now what you do is you come back out here. And like I told Birdie, I am going to take standing torches and I'll put them right here and right there. And then I'm going to put them kind of periodically just through this. So I want to look for the corners here of each stair. Put it here, there, and I'll just keep going around like that. Chibi would get in my way, but I can still see enough to be able to do what I need to do. Okay, set one right there. There. Right there. 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 Oh, need some more. So let me craft those real fast. And like I said, on the area that I'm building on right now, I'm actually going for more of a rustic, traditional look. So, okay, there's already one there, so I need to go over one
Those
more.
fucking cats are so loud.
Yeah, they're playing right now. That's my cats you will hear in the background. One of them's a little mean ass. Obviously the one that my wife technically owns. And now we will put inside. And on the inside doorways, we'll leave all that alone like it is. I'm going to come right here. And I'm going to craft a lot more spark powder. So actually, no, I'm gonna cheat mode on this one. I'm gonna just spawn them in. And we'll put 5,000. And we'll just spawn in a whole. I'll max out my inventory with it.
What the hell? An invisible wall, huh, game?
Where... Okay, maxed out my inventory, so now time to fill everything. One more on the inside, and then we go outside and do the torches. Okay, and we'll go in, down like that, and as you see now, it's starting to be lit up pretty good. It looks like I'm going to have to move this standing torch to where it'll actually not be meshed so I can actually access it. Okay, so we'll type in spark, and I'm just going to simply move all that I can over into the torch. Let me see about this one. I can access this one good. I ain't got to move it. Spark. Move what I can over to it. And now I can light them. And I'll just do the same thing all the way around. Actually, I don't need them all the way around, so I'm just going to turn that one off. Because over here is where I'm actually going to put my campfire type thing. So, what I'm going to do is I'll pull out
Boss
wooden...
is available.
I'm going to put a wooden foundation here, like so. Actually, I'll use the triangle ones. So I'm going to make another little 6-sided circle. Like so. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is that way it don't be actually on that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my fence foundations and I'm going to snap them to where they're on the lowest point. If I can get them to. Yeah, that's correct. It can just stay on there. See, I was actually looking for that snap point, but it snapped up there anyway, so that one didn't. I'm just going to red gun these. Since I got the one that I needed down. And then I'll snap them at angles. Like, not that one. That one. Okay, and then I'll continue to just go across. Okay, and now what we do is take our railings back out. We'll put them on the fence foundations, like so. And now we take benches.
So if I build an ice queen cave, as long as I don't block off the path to the boss, I'd be able to build it, right?
I mean, I don't know, because it is technically a boss cave. He ain't said that. He said something about like the resources. You just can't block off the resources. But as far as boss
Right,
cave,
because there's
I
that
know
water hole down below. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know
And you
what
have
you
to
mean.
stay. Yeah, you have to stay up above
I
to
mean,
get
it
to
would
the.
be a question that you would pose to Dark, like messaging in Discord privately and be like, "Hey, I got a question. If I don't block it off, can I build an ice queen cave?"
Guys, yeah. Rock your body. I got turned around here and I gotta figure out where the heck I'm at. There we go. I've actually have never fought her.
The ice queen?
Yeah.
I mean, all you do is all you get is basically the ability to taxidermy her and some element. I mean, you get the trophy head type thing, but
I don't even know what she looks like, to be honest with you.
she just looks like a big death worm. That's all it is. She just looks like a big death worm.
I gotta go find me some honey.
Okay, so now I'm gonna set 4 fireplaces. Not fireplaces, but fire pits. Like so. And then fill them up. And now you just go light the fires. And you got your fireplace, your firing pit. And that is how you build a teepee slash sweat lodge. With your fireplace. A little campfire type thing. So, today that ends my stream for the time. So y'all have a wonderful day and have a good one.